Hey, how's it going, YouTubers? This is the Rugged Man with Rugged Man Reviews and Tips. Today, I'm coming from my overly full shop. So, there's been a lot of things going on lately. I got some people moving their stuff around that live with me. We're just overcrowded here at the moment. So, please don't mind the complete mess of a shop. It's actually kind of organized for being a mess. But I know I failed to upload a weekly YouTube video last week. I've been having some other things go on. We're here in Southwest Florida in mid-February right now, okay? So, it's already summer here. I know everybody else is freezing. They got like 5-degree weather and snowfall, sub-zero temperatures with the wind chill. Not Florida, okay? Right now, it's like 85 to 90 degrees during the day and like 70 at nighttime, and my AC broke. Like, kaput, done, need a new one. So, I got an AC guy coming to take care of that. In the meantime, I'm sweating my way through the night. It's like sweating my way through the 80s. Except for not fun or dancing related or, that guy Simmons. Whatever. I got a YouTube video for you guys today. I'm bringing you a Rugged Man review and tip. We're going to be doing ceiling fans today. I actually filmed this about a week ago, but getting to it now. Please excuse the bird that's yelling. Shut up! Anyway, I'm trying to bring a little bit more comedy into the video in the beginning. The bird's not helping. That wasn't planned. I didn't hire like a bird to come or a friend or something to yell. He just wants to sit here and bitch. Yeah, so I filmed this about a week or two ago, and I don't know if people don't notice this or something, but your ceiling fan should be relatively quiet and relatively motionless. Of course, the fan blade should spin, but it shouldn't be shaking around up there. I don't know, like Michael J. Fox making a martini or something, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how to change your own ceiling fan. Why pay somebody money? I mean, on the side, I charge people like $50 to install these things, and I make them get their own parts and everything. So why are you going to spend that kind of money? Save yourself a couple $100. Go to the store, buy a $30, $40 one, something just plain and simple, and I'm going to show you how to fix that right here, put a new one in today, although not really today, because I filmed this last week. But you get what I'm saying, YouTubers. Alright guys, today we're changing out the ceiling fan. This one, it's quite noisy, makes a whole bunch of noise, shakes around quite a bit, shouldn't be doing that, so we're changing this one out. I'm going to show you how to do that. First thing, make sure your power's cut off to it. You don't have to shut a breaker off as long as your switch is off. You're good to go, because that switch controls power to this. Now, I know that this one's out. It's already turned off. We're going to take this one apart and put the new one back up. Alright, after you know that your power's off and the switch is off, I'm going to take all these fan blades off. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these screws that are on each side so I can drop this little panel down and see how I can disconnect this actual fan from it. Now, one screw on each side you only have to loosen so you can actually twist this and drop it down like this. It's pretty much that simple. Now you guys are going to notice, you're going to have your white cotton wires tied together. You're going to have your ground, which will be green or copper, and sometimes both tied together. And then you're going to have a black to a black, which is your power. And you'll also have a blue on some of these. Now if you do have the blue, tie that in with the power, because that's for your actual lighting circuit. So if you do have lights like this one does, right, you would have that blue tied in. The one that we're going to be installing does not have a lighting circuit, but I am going to tie the blue in case somebody wants to put one in later. Alright, so this is our new fan, and it comes with these things, I think they're called instructions. You're not going to need that. Next, we're going to take this old bracket down because we have a different style fan mount, and we're going to install the new fan mount. So remove the old bracket mount and put the new bracket mount up. there should be 2 screws that hold this into the J-box. Now usually the ground is tied to this bracket, so to make sure you get that out of the way. Just like that. Now when you're putting this new bracket in place, make sure that your wires are coming through the side closest to where you're working so you don't have to work from the other side. When you got it all installed, that should be nice and tight and secure. Okay, so all this hardware here is what's going to be inside of your hardware package. You're going to have some of the smaller screws in this pack are actually for mounting the bracket cover. These long screws are in case you don't have them already for mounting the bracket to the J-box, and some wiring connectors in case you need them. These are going to be to mount the fan motor to the bracket. They always give you an extra one for some reason. These little screws with these kind of cork colored washers are going to mount your fan blades to your blade brackets. This is a little pull string piece, so you can actually pull down on that. And then you have this last pack, which is, little weights in case it's off kilter, but we should be good. Now, we're going to take our fan motor, and you'll see one side has this notch in it. That side will fit up into a little coupling on the bracket here. You'll have to put it in at a little bit of an angle, and that'll hold it just like that for you. We're going to take our ground from our bracket and our ground from our motor, twist them together, and then we're going to tie that into the ground from the J-box. Now once you have all the grounds and everything tied together, you can tuck them into the J-box. Just like that. Next, we're going to tie our white wire from the fan motor to the white wire coming out of the J-box. Those are our common wires. And then we can tuck those up into the J-box. Last thing we're going to do with the wiring here is we're going to tie the black from the fan motor to the black in the ceiling, and we're also going to tie in the blue wire with those, because like I told you, that is part of the fan lighting kit. And if somebody wanted to buy a lighting kit, they could remove this bottom piece here and put a lighting kit into it without having to take the wires all back apart. And then we're going to tuck those into the J-box. Now we're going to push this motor up into place, and there should be 2 screws in the back side to hold this up, and 2 screws over here to stabilize when we get those other 2 set. When I get one screw set in, I just make sure that my wires are all still not kind of caught up in the bracket and tucked in nicely to this J-box. Everything's looking good. Now once you get your 2 tied into the back here, then you can get your other 2 in here. That 2 in the back will hold that motor upright for you and should line up these other 2 screw holes. Now that you've got your fan motor secured tight and all of the wires tucked out of the way, you're going to put your fan bracket cover up over here. Now, just like the other one had, it has a couple slots on here. This regular round hole is your last set screw to go in. First, you're going to put your 2 in here where you can slide this over, give it a twist, and lock it in place. Then you'll set your other ones before tightening down these. And just get that screw set up in there on each side first. So this way, when you go to put that on, you can line it up with that one screw and then lock, like I was talking about. So now that we got those first 2 starter screws in there, we're gonna line this up on each side and then just give it a nice twist so it slides into that slot. Now when it's slid into that slot all the way, it should line this other screw hole up for you pretty nicely. We're going to snug that one up first, and then we're going to do the other side. Now with both of the 2 set screws tied in tightly, we can tighten up the 2 slide to lock screws. Good to go. Okay. You're going to take the mounting screws and mount the blade ends to the blade brackets. I'm going to take all this packaging off first and I'll show you how one of them goes. So when you unwrap your brackets, there should already be a screw in each side for the actual mounting to the motor. Now if you flip it over, you'll see those 3 little slot holes that should line up with the 3 slot holes in your fan blade. Now, your fan blade, depending on the type of fan that you get, will come with a white side and a wood grain side. So it's up to you on how you want to mount this up. Now, I want to mount my fan so the white side actually faces down toward the floor and the wood grain side up towards the ceiling. So, with my white side facing me, I'm going to take my bracket and mount it over the top of the white side. Then you will flip it over and line your screws up in the 3 holes. Once you're done mounting all 3 screws in, it should look something like that. Alright, once you got all your fan blades mounted to your fan brackets, we're going to mount the fan bracket into the motor slots. These should all line up only one way. The screw holes look a little odd, but just like that. I'm going to mount the rest of them real quick. Once you get all your fan blades mounted, and you make sure all of them are actually tightened up pretty good and not misaligned, because sometimes these screws will get a little bit crooked. Try not to over tighten those. Make sure it's going in pretty good first. Be light on that trigger. Now, we're going to hang our little pull string. When hanging this pull string, it's got one of these little chain lock dealios on it, and it just pretty much locks in place to this. It's like a snap. Just like that. Now we're going to kick the power back on the switch, see if it works. The moment of truth, guys. She's working. Alright, and a last little note for you. If you already have a ceiling fan that's not noisy and not wobbling around, but it doesn't feel like it's pushing a lot of air down, I'm going to show you one last little feature on these little ceiling fans that nobody really knows about. If you look right here, there's a switch that's either up or down. Now that switch basically spins the rotation of the fan to push air down or pulls air up. Now, if you don't feel like you're feeling a lot of airflow, or none at all really, from the fan, unless you're standing farther away from it, try flipping that switch and see if it directs airflow back down at you, because if it's pulling the air up, it's going to hit the ceiling and then disperse out. Just a good side note for you. Alright folks, I hope that you enjoyed the video and you learned something about changing your own ceiling fan, so a guy like me doesn't have to show up at your apartment or your house, put a ceiling fan in for you, and pretty much take your money for no reason. It's literally like a 20-minute process, maybe 30 if you've never done it before. I hope that I can save you guys some money by you watching this video step by step, seeing how it's done. I'm sorry if the video is a little long. I'm going to start trying to trim my videos down a little bit. Some of this stuff is going to be kind of a longer video because of the process that it takes to actually do some of these repairs. But you know, please bear with me on the repair parts. Some of them will take a little longer, but I'm going to try to get these videos down a little bit shorter for you, keep you guys more interested. But stay tuned, there's a lot more to come from the Rugged Man at Rugged Man Reviews and Tips. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.